guys all set?
I guess let me
Oh, good.
set some ground first. Just you're able to hear the complaint, the facts for the complaint. So we are not going to get into much more of the details of the case. I think that was plenty probably already. So if you're going to ask a lot of questions on the details, further details, probably not going to get much in the way of an answer. So the investigation is not actually fully complete. We have the complaint and warrant, but we will continue to do some more investigation over the next few days to make sure all the evidence and facts of the case have been turned over to the prosecutors if there's any new evidence. So just to kind of let everybody know that. So, okay.
What can you tell us about his prior contacts?
As far as criminal history, he has an arrest in 2005, a misdemeanor case for embezzlement, and he has a traffic offense for operating while intoxicated. I don't know the date of that.
Have they both been disposed of?
I believe he was still on probation for the driving while intoxicated offense.
Were they in Oakland County, in Farmington?
Yes. They're in Oakland County, not Farmington.
And he was convicted on the misdemeanor embezzlement,
Correct.
and he was on probation for the OUIL.
Correct.
He's the one who actually called 911?
Yep. He called to report the Kaitlin missing, yes.
And about what time was that?
Approximately 10 o'clock on Saturday evening.
10 p.m. Saturday?
Correct.
And it's believed the assault, I see, the assault happened early Saturday.
Right, the assault occurred probably close to 20 hours earlier.
The likelihood of us getting a copy of that 911,
Currently not available.
okay. Is there anything you can say about, like, did he say she just went out and didn't come back, or what?
He had just reported that she had been at a social function. She had picked him up, taken him home, and then reported that she had left to go back to the social function.
Did it appear that officers took him off guard when they got to the house to check on him?
No, I don't believe so. He was very cooperative as far as letting the officers in to look around the home, and so no, I don't think we took him off guard.
How visible was this bloody plastic in the garage? Was it right out in the open? Was it hidden? How did they find that?
It was concealed within garbage bags, so they had opened up a couple of garbage bags to look inside.
The, like, dark colored plastic bags that we all are used to seeing?
Yeah, they were black plastic bags that they opened.
How long was it from the time that police arrived at the house to finding that? I mean, was it a long search?
Between the initial call and some follow-up, it was less than 3 hours.
What was the probable cause of the search? What brought attention, to attend to this?
Just good police work, just based on their interviewing and talking to him and friends, and just standard procedures to check a home thoroughly and make sure there's no sign of foul play when individuals are reported missing. For us, it's standard. We investigate and look through every home as much as we can to, again, make sure this isn't the case when we take missing person reports.
Have police been called to the home before? So how long did they live there too, in addition to that?
My understanding, they had only lived in the home approximately less than 6 months, I believe, and we have no prior contact with that residence or Kaitlin.
He seemed surprisingly relaxed at this arraignment. Does that reflect his demeanor during his interviews by your detectives?
I didn't really see the interviews, so I'm not going to comment on what his demeanor during the interviews were, because, I mean, I saw a segment here and there, so to give a true indication of what his demeanor during the interview or overall process of the interview wouldn't be fair.
What was the argument about?
Again, we're not going to get into that details currently.
Did friends indicate there was a history of domestic violence between them?
Not that I'm aware of. I don't remember anybody reporting that.
What time did police get to the house?
Shortly after 10 o'clock on Saturday evening.
Oh, not long after he called 911.
Correct.
You said, or during testimony, it was said that there was body parts found in various locations throughout the house. Can you be more specific? I mean, are we talking dozens
We're
or
not
few?
going to get into any details on that, partly out of the respect for the family and their privacy. And again, that's just some of the details that we will cover with them in private and not for the media right now.
What, did he say what he intended to do with these body parts? I mean,
Again, we can't get into that portion of it.
Safe to say those tools are being at the crime lab now, or are they part of the evidence you're analyzing?
Yes, and I would, I'd like to also, I meant to tell everybody right out front, though, I'd like to thank my staff. I mean, from the initial officers that responded to the detectives and everybody who's been involved. I mean, they've worked very diligently and professionally and did an outstanding job during such a very difficult case and situation. So, and along with them, the Oakland County prosecutors, or correction, the Oakland County Sheriff's Department personnel from the crime lab also came out to assist in the processing of a very difficult crime scene. And again, the work they did was outstanding, so we'd like to thank them too for their help. So,
can you say how long they lived together or how they met?
I don't know how long they've lived together, and I have no idea how they met.
What does he work at Olive Garden, or did he say what he does for a living? Did for a living?
My understanding is, yes, that's where he was employed, was Olive Garden.
The
As
Novi,
we sure.
at the Novi one?
You probably have more information on that than I did. So